Every seat in the Arthur Ashe Stadium was full, and the roar of nearly 24,000 people was building. Coco Gauff knew she was about to win the U.S. Open if she could just keep it together for a few more minutes. She told herself not to envision holding the trophy, or what she might say to the crowd, or what emotions might come over her when she saw her mom and dad. The truth is, Coco had thought about this moment since she was 8 years old, watching this very tournament from the upper deck at Arthur Ashe Stadium. She had worked her entire life for this opportunity, and she wasn't going to let it go. But she had also suffered enough heartbreaks as a tennis player to know that those thoughts weren't going to help her now that she was just 4 points from the championship. "I told myself to get it out of my head," she said. "I was just trying my best to just focus on the point ahead of me." Coco had come nearly to the end of a brilliant match against Aryna Sabalenka, the new #1 player in the world, but it hadn't been easy. Aryna is the most powerful player in the sport, launching shots that can speed by you in the blink of an eye. When she's on her game, she's almost unbeatable. But her style of play, hitting almost every ball as hard as she can, is risky. At the beginning of the U.S. Open final, it looked like one of those days where everything was going Aryna's way. But in women's tennis, it takes 2 sets to win a match. So even though Coco lost the first set 6-2, she still had a chance to turn things around. Coco isn't just a great player, she's a problem solver. And she became very good at it during this tournament in particular. Her confidence in those tough moments seemed unshakable. If she could just hang around long enough to make Aryna question herself or get nervous, maybe things could turn in a different direction. But immediately after the first set, Coco was suddenly the more nervous of the two. All those people had come to cheer her to victory, and she was as worried about letting them down as she was about letting herself down. With so much at stake, Coco went to the bathroom after the first set, threw some water on her face, and reminded herself she had to keep fighting. "I've got to just reset and redo it," she said. For the next hour and 25 minutes, Coco did exactly that. She didn't think about what had already happened, and instead focused on staying positive and running as fast as she could for every ball. At that moment, it didn't need to be pretty. This was the biggest match of her career, and Coco's best chance to win was simply to make Aryna hit as many shots as possible. With her style of play, more shots meant more opportunities to feel the pressure and more chances to miss.